With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's get started.
I have thought a lot in the last 24 hours.
Time to get your weekly sports fix.
By the skin of their teeth, they lost.
Then you can just ride it the whole thing.
With Stix.
But anyways,
like a prism or some shit.
all four sports, 4 major sports playing today. So
it's a rhombus.
A rhombus.
Yeah, just like the damn Mariners end of season, bro. Man,
how disappointed is the MLB right now not having the Mariners in the playoffs, bro? That was the America's team.
To say the least.
Everybody wanted America's team.
And nobody cared about the Dodgers. Nobody was sweating their balls off, hoping that at least the Yankees got in. The whole East Coast wasn't sweating, hoping the Yankees got in. They were just waiting for the Mariners, and they were standing up just like all the fans in Safeco nationwide. Had everybody standing for, damn it, 9 extra innings because they stopped selling beer. So, you know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do from the 7th inning to the 18th? I got 12 innings of sobriety, and I can't do anything. Not a Mike's Hard, nothing. I'm standing the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
And respect to them because they literally stood the whole time.
And I don't think anybody left, man. That place was packed and screaming the whole time.
Just like I hit you offline, and I was telling you, I was like, I've never seen that place like that. That was jumping.
It was wild, man, because we were talking when I was with my boys. We're like, well, shit, a home run's going to win this game one way or another.
It was only going to be one run.
Shit.
Yep.
Sure as shit, that's what happened. So, hey, man, kudos, hats off to them for fighting as long as they did and getting. I was really thinking, we get at least get that one at home. I mean, but not score any runs. That was baffling. Like
this is the thing, though. This is what I think. This is when in situations like that, when it's all on the line. I know that everybody want to swing for the fences, but why doesn't the manager start managing? Do some Mike Scioscia type. Come on, dog. Do some Mike Scioscia type shit.
But you know why? What? You know why though? Because you didn't get anybody on base. They struck out 137 times.
That's what it was. But you see how the G's do it. The G's do it just like that. They got a bunch of nobodies. Rudy will tell you they got a bunch of nobodies because the ownership won't spend money. He will tell you that. But they got production, and they did it the old school Mike Scioscia way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all remember 2002, right? You remember the Angels in the outfield. They were still Anaheim at that time, and they didn't even have a hero, dog. You remember them Anaheim Angels that didn't have a hero?
Mike Trout's only playoff appearance?
Was Mike Trout even on that team, dog?
The last time they went to playoffs, yeah, I think so.
No, I'm talking about when they won the series in 2002.
Oh, no, he wasn't there.
He was not.
No.
Do you recall who the MVP of the series was? You don't even know anybody from that Angel squad.
No,
dog.
Not from that year.
I'm about to blow your damn mind. You talking about MLB names, dog? What about your boy Troy Glaus, G?
Oh, yeah,
MVP
Troy Glaus. There you go.
The World Series. Where's my boy Troy Glaus at?
Collecting that check. Probably in the front office, actually. I think he's part of the Anaheim or the Angels.
We need to hook up with him and your boy Steve Hausch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Hauschka. But you're right, though. I mean, you're right, 100%. They need to manufacture some runs, and you kind of thought you should have thought about that a little early in the game. That's when it was still 0-0 going into the 6th, 7th, and 8th. You know, you got to manufacture a run, no matter, you know, who's at the plate and going for it, because getting a run there early would have been huge. Obviously,
plus squeeze, a bunt to get on, do something.
Yeah, something on there, but didn't work out. So stuck with
what do you look for now? What are you looking at now?
Stuck with the Yankees in Houston and Philly and San Diego.
So I think is that your worst? Is the ALCS your worst nightmare? Yankees versus Astros?
Yeah, of course.
For the Dodgers, it is. I mean, look at that.
Nobody wants to see that besides Barcott and those honorary Yankee fans that don't even live in New York.
You care? I mean,
but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, you care about any of these dudes that's left? I mean,
I think the Philly San Diego series is going to be a good one. They'll probably go 6-7. So we'll see. I think that's going to be good. But all that does is help out the American League, because it looks, from the looks of it, looks like Houston's about ready to wipe the floor with the Yankees. I mean, they might get one game, but I mean, Houston's just that good, bro. They're just that fucking good. What they did, it pains me to say that, but it's that good.
You know what? See, you're doing the same thing I did too. I came to the realization. What did I say at the top? Who don't want to see this? Dodgers fans, Yankees, and damn it, the damn Astros. Oh shit, they're still in it, and they're not cheating. Okay, I can't even hate this team. Swear on everything except for Senor Altuve. I can't hate this team because nobody else is there. This is a whole new squad of cats that used to be on the Mariners prospects, big name jokers, Dodgers prospects, all kind of people they got on there because they got guys, okay? And they doing it a whole new way, you know what I'm saying? And I can't hate these dudes, but you know what that allows for me to do is get an update on the shenanigans from our homeboy Mattress Mac every year, though.
Yeah, that guy. About ready to, if the Astros win the World Series, the biggest bet in history, right? Win
history.
Like what is he gonna win? Like 45 million or some shit like that?
Yeah, well, yeah, he got 10 down, and they just said that he's just got multiple bets. Nobody has said what he's got, but he's just got multiple bets with 10 million down, with the probability to win 75.
75. Okay, because I know I heard about the 10, but I think he put like another 7, so I think it's around 17 million in to win. Like, well, now you said 75 million, but Jesus, dude, that's crazy. That's the way to look at it now.
That's how we want to get down, right?
But you know what? I think the San Diego fans need to thank me for dissing on San Diego when they picked up Josh Bell and Juan Soto, and I said that's not enough to get the Dodgers.
Yeah,
it was enough. Evidently, it was enough.
More than enough.
Cannot believe San Diego made it there. And again, the Phillies too. I mean, Bryce Harper's on a freaking tear in the postseason, bro.
Nobody's even dead, and Castellanos is hitting.
Postseason comes up, and Bryce Harper shows up, and you got Castellanos there. It swings at every. I think I've seen that. Every bat yesterday that I saw him swing, I think he's swinging at every pitch.
The boy Reese, I'm telling you, I'm all in on the P, man. I'm all in on the P. I'll just say that the P gets in, they come back some kind of miraculous way. I don't know. They probably don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I just, beat the Padres. It's cool. We don't want them to have those shines over the Dodgers of making the World Series even. But yeah. Phillies to go, and I don't care them who they match up with, and just give it a good fight, because Philly's a good matchup, because you know what would happen if it's Philly, New York. We're never going to hear the end of it from anybody on the East Coast about baseball.
Yeah,
Philly, New York. Everybody's turning. Yeah, we're turning out. We're not watching the World Series. We don't give a shit, but they're all on it, and it's going to be all over the news if that happens.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. Yeah, so I guess to give a shit about it, to answer your question, yeah, a little bit. I mean, just because it's baseball, but I really don't like baseball anymore after the Mariners aren't in it. No. But yeah, I tuned in yesterday, watched a little bit of both games the best I could. So But yeah, man, it's
you know
crazy.
what I haven't heard from you though in a while though, and I'm sure the people too. They probably going, "Yo, this is like abandonment. This is like interest abandonment. Whatever happened to the UFC, dog? There's no like somebody knocked somebody out. Nobody's missing teeth.
Man,
nobody's broken arms. You ain't told me nothing.
Yeah, man,
you can't
I know.
Intrigue me on this thing.
I had a couple more. I thought I had a couple more hours to get into it, but you wanted to do an impromptu jump off. So I know there's a UFC card this weekend on Saturday in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates.
And isn't there two, you know how I always get into it, and this is not, objectifying or nothing, but they just make it a more interesting fight. Ain't there two badass women that's supposed to be, they both got titles that are supposed to be trying to take each other's head off sometime soon here or something like that? I don't know. Or did it already happen? Something like that.
Not yet. There'll be a couple women's fights here coming up, but on Saturday, the fight card, since it's in Abu Dhabi, it starts at 11 a.m. our time. So, I mean, the main card's got the regular lightweight event, Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev, and then a bantamweight co-main event, Aljamain Sterling, who's a champion, TJ Dillashaw, Mr. Steroid PED guy himself. Then you got Peter Yan and Sean O'Malley. That should be a good fight too. You got Bernard Dariush and Gamrot, and then Kayla Chukagian and Firyat. So I wish I had all the nicknames for you there, bro, but throw me on the spot like that. Haven't been in the UFC game for a while, but Saturday's card is going to be fire. So if you can find some place, B-Dub up here. Okay. B-Dub up here doesn't even charge a cover.
They can't. If they're going to have the fight, they either got to charge, you know what I'm saying, and report it, or they got to just have it on.
Because I thought over there, like all the times that I heard people go out over there, it was like $10 cover or some shit like that. But I wasn't sure. But yeah, I found out that.
You might have got them under the table.
Can't find Mariners games on over here. No one has Root Sports over here, but I can go to B-Dub and watch the games. So it's about the only place that has it. So
come on.
Yeah, what else you got going on? Anything else, homie?
Man, I'm out here chilling, man. There's way too many sports and way too many streaming things going on, man. So we're at like what they say where there used to be 3 rivers. We're at the major thing, like you said. We still didn't even come up with the name of this thing yet, but we got this intersection, crossroads of all of these sports, the ending of some, the beginning of others, all popping, the meat and vegetables of others all happening at once. So a lot of these shows are going to be packed up and we're going to fly through because some stuff just isn't going to make it, man. To be honest with you, I think we're just going to have to start really treating it like butchers, and we're going to have to trim the fat.
Yeah. Like we used to go back and hit on a little bit of everything. Now we'll just have to pick and choose and see what we got going on. So
that's it.
Well, let's get rolling since we do have a lot of stuff to talk about. Check out our YouTube channel, Sports Fix Stix and ABH. Homie. he's been cutting up some clips for you all, so there's some clips on there.
Leave that in.
One of your other alter egos, homie. Remember to subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcast platform. We'd appreciate it. Go to thisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. Grab some merch while you're there from the Funner family. And follow me on Twitter at Stix015. Follow this guy, Announce Big Homie, at homie_anonymous. Use that hashtag Stix and Sports for all of your information and questions and all that good stuff for us. We'd appreciate it. We got you. Been on there a little bit. Now we got a few things popping off, like you said. Man, big times, lots of stuff going on. Got to get back in the flow. Woo, not just football, a little bit of everything.
These ideas, man. Hey, look, we were just talking about everybody else out in the world that's doing this media situation, how they have the advantage. This is a little aside real quick. Professional dudes are now trying to become entertainers / media or opinion guys. Big Ben's got a podcast. All these jokers got a podcast. Man, I'm trying to tell you, you lucky the crew is not out here working with children and all kind of stuff, because Pat McAfee, all y'all crews, Libertards, Krugs, Dan, Patrick, y'all crew, man, we be at y'all's neck. And I'm telling you, we'd have little competitions. I'm talking about paintball, everything, show versus show. It'd be popping, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Hey, that would be fun.
I'm talking about content for everybody, big dog style. Not all of this, my fans over here, my fan. No, I need everybody's fans. Let's entertain this, man. But see, that's how I think. And luckily for them, we are not in the same spaces together. I will be eating y'all lunch and throwing y'all box of milk right back at you and say, take that. But anyway, today we're going to tell you how much the NFL ended up pissing us off last week. And damn it, how much we expect to be pissed off this week. I'm about ready to give it up, man. I told y'all, man. I mean, is NFL even worth my energy, even though it's the only thing that gives me the juice, bro? You know what I mean?
I got a couple things. Yeah, I got a couple things on that once we get into it. I mean, it's wild, bro. I agree with you 100%. I don't even, nobody knows what the fuck's going on in the NFL.
The damn NFL, man. I'm just so tired, but I'm always ready, though. The NBA kicked off the 22-23 season a little bit early this year. You see what they're after. They sneaking in on the NFL's market share. They think they slick. They way earlier than they would used to be. They would be after Halloween normally. But we're going to tell you what's up. A little couple of ideas that we have on the NBA. Y'all don't know us for giving a bunch of NBA knowledge because it's the NBA. Nobody knows shit anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Not until playoffs, baby.
Straight up, man. Because the fall is here, man, and we're in the Northwest, and we got another fall of us dealing without a franchise NBA playing in the world's most energy efficient arena and in the World Climate Pledge Arena. You know what I'm saying? So
makes zero sense. How much longer are they going to put this off?
Done. But I'll tell you who the hell we do got playing in there. Damn it. Shit. 8 arms and legs and tentacles, baby. Shit. And our ever-growing efforts, man, and our ever-growing efforts to be major factors up in the market. Okay, we out here regionally for y'all, Pacific Northwest. Okay, we have got to get into the S. Yes, I'm talking about the Seattle Kraken. The inaugural season is over. Shake it all off, everybody. It's time to really dig in, shake off all of that newness. Okay, it's time to discuss real possibilities with these dudes and what they're about to do. Okay, we don't know a whole lot, but we know we don't know a whole lot about this, but we know a little bit about a whole bunch, including the NFL or the NHL and the Seattle Kraken, and we're about to get into that. So let's jump off with that, since that's a light topic, right? That'll get us juiced up.
Hell yeah, I got to watch a game last night. A little excited about that.
Okay.
They were on TNT
at home.
Shout out to TNT.
Nationwide TNT
Not
activity.
That ESPN Plus bullshit garbage.
Oh Lord. Go ahead, air it out.
But hey, that was pretty crazy. I mean, they were down 3-1 in the first, came back, scored 2 in the second, and then tied it up, and then they eventually went into overtime. Bro, they had
you watched the full game?
Watched the full game. They had a whole bunch of opportunities in the third, which was surprising after the first 2 periods you saw. And I said this last year, and homie, you got to go to a lot more games than I did, and you've probably watched a lot more now that since I'm over here. You have Root Sports and I don't. So my point is, do they still seem a little slow to you? Do they still seem a little not all team oriented to you? Like, it just seems like they're just, and their passes aren't as crisp as you see, like a lot of these teams, bro. Like every time last year I was watching whoever they were playing, I mean, crisp, clean passes. It just seems like they're a little disoriented at times.
You think it looked better last year? Give me either way, because I got something for it.
I think it looked a little beher last year towards the end. Passing wise, but the 2 games I have got to see this year, 2 of the 5. Last night's game for sure, their passes were not crisp. I wish I should have looked up their passing percentage from last night's game, but it didn't seem like they were very on point last night.
Well, I can tell you why, because I watched the guys last year, right? You know, and I was sitting here and I'm dealing with my condition, so I got a lot of time on my hands. inaugural season, I was fully invested in the yes, right? So I wanted to see what they really had. What I noticed this year, all the new acquisitions are the ones getting ice time. Matty Beniers, Burakovsky. You got to have a big Nordic, Swedish dude taking people's heads off. Larsson's out here. Schwartz is out here. These is names we didn't have last year. Okay.
Right. Okay.
What happened? We brought in a whole new squad, and this new squad is now taking over. So I think that is a part of the transition.
Okay, that makes sense. It's just like last year in the inaugural season, they haven't got time to practice and play with each other, right?
That's exactly it. So remember, we talked about last season about getting the lines together and figuring out who's playing with who. And I think that's what's happening now, because you have to try to figure out. Gord is the only dude that's getting major ice time with the new guys.
Okay.
He's a constant. That dude, if you bought a Gord jersey, inaugural year one, you're good. Everybody else, well, Brandon Tanev, you're probably good with one of them jerseys too. But everybody else, I guarantee you, that name probably ain't gonna be in this uniform for a little while. And he might not be already, to be honest with you. But I'm telling you, Donato, Geeky, what's my man's name?
Oleksiak, yeah.
That's the dude. Oleksiak was a major contributor. So he's still, all these dudes are still there, right? They're just not in the same, being utilized in the same way. Geeky, not at all, hardly, from what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? And you look up ice time and verify this, you know what I'm saying? But from what I've seen, they're just not getting a lot of ice time. So if you look at it, I just think that we need to do the same thing that we did last year. But I think the prognostication is, in terms of where you think that they should go, should be further ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because last year you could be like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Whatever they do. And you know how Seattle fans act. How did they act last year to them losing when the season was coming down?
Tripping. They were still fired up, but they were tripping, but fired up.
I know, but sometimes they get a little out of hand. They're not in for the build. They want the instant success. Plug. They want the instant success. They want the instant success, right? And that's not how it works. We want the building process. So I want to see these now draft picks now integrate into this mixture, because there's some young dudes out here. Did any of the young dudes play last night? I had guests over last night, so I didn't see the game till late.
But Beniers played pretty much. He played the whole game. He got a lot of ice time. But Shane Wright, I don't know the fourth overall draft pick they got last year. I don't believe. I think he got more ice time here. I know he's been like a healthy scratch a couple games or whatever. Okay. But I know he got a little more ice time last night. Oh, dude, you missed it. He got cold blasted in like the first, bro. He got blasted, head down, going for a puck, and the big dude just launched him into the boards. Like, I'm surprised he wasn't stuck there. He got hit so hard. Clean hit, but nice, there. But hopefully he'll get a few more. See what big name, don't know much about him, but we'll see if he gets a little bit more ice time.
Yeah, the good thing is going to be the guy though. Burakovsky, he's the big acquisition. That if you can get Beniers to start to materialize into something and start showing them McDavid, you know what I'm saying, kind of skills that these young cats be having. Yeah, man, it's gonna get real interesting, man. You mix up some veterans with this young group. That's all you need, and get a tender in there. Get a tender will be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I looked up. I actually looked up both the goalies' save percentages, or goals against. I guess both goalies, Jones and Grew. I think they're one's at like 4.4, and the other one's at like close to 5. I want to say 5 point something goals against. So I heard a lot of people talk about the defense part of it in the NHL pre-games and stuff, but seems like they're still giving up a lot of goals with not a lot of help from the defensive side. I mean, they do have, the record's 1, 2, and 2. So they got 2 of those overtime losses, which could have very well went our way. So we could be, what, 3-2 right now instead of 1-2-2. So whole different ball game.
And that was that's the same thing that I was hoping that stuck around, was them being competitive.
Right.
And that's how they were able to stay in games last year, even though they had a bad, ended up like looking like a tough record. They were competitive in games and they were scoring, right? So even those two tenders that we had last year, okay, yeah, they were great. They gave up a lot of goals last year, and that was a part of it. That's why we was losing. I mean, so it's a lot of empty net situations that you were recognizing last year that were happening, and all of that. So I think if I remember correctly, I said it a couple pods ago, what the Kraken's point total was supposed to be for this year. I think it was, let me see if I can find it real quick. And then
was it like 30? Is that 30, 40 like, something, 42 or something? What'd they finish at last year? Only like 29 or something?
Yeah, because I did the damn comparison and everything. I think it might have been, man, shoot, we're going to update that, man. We're going to have to update that because I don't want to sit on it. I don't know why it wouldn't be like super easy to find real quick.
Well, they do the back to the play or the games they got coming.
Oh, there you go, 81 and a half points.
81 points.
I knew it was 80 something. So that's roughly, that would be roughly a 21. Now I'm starting to remember it. It's about a 21 point improvement that I think works out to be about 11 games on the schedule, wins and losses, or some combination of ties in there. Because now, ties don't cost against you. Anytime you go into overtime and you lose, it's not called, you look at that column anymore. It's called the O. It's called OTL, overtime loss, instead of a tie. They don't have tie anymore in hockey. Yeah. So I guess you get like that little half-ass credit for overtime.
Yeah, you get 1
loss.
point, 2 points for a win, 1 point for an overtime loss, quote unquote.
Right. So now we got that combination worked in. So maybe there's some opportunity, and I haven't sized up the rest of the Pacific. I haven't, but it looked like the Kings are okay. And, we always got to look out for, Colorado and the rest of these jokers over here. And they're the champs. I mean, what are you going to do? So I don't know, man. You think I already said, I think that the Kraken got it. I just think they just need some time to work. I think that they can be better than some of these other teams that I saw out here last year that I was making money off on. I still say, everybody keep your eye on Florida Panthers. They will still go over this year. Every game. They will still go over every game. So keep an eye on that too. Carolina Panthers, points over, individual, and then they will be a major factor in games participated over, for sure.
And I know you already disagree with me on this one, but the over 1.5 first period Kraken games are 4-1. And the one game that lost was, guess what? The wager that I put in.
What are you going to do?
But
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you might as well start playing it until it runs out. But for all you out there, but we'll see what happens.
They were under the over 1.5 for first period last year. They were under 50% last year, but they started out hot this year. So like I said, again, different team. So I got to see what's going on before I dive in. But last year, if you would have played every game straight out the box, you would be a winner at the game of life, baby.
Hell yeah. So go Kraken. Let's get Kraken.
Let's go, baby.
Cool.
That was Sports Fix with Stix. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show. If you want to join the show, use the hashtag StixandSports.
Winners don't make excuses.